Hello, welcome back. Let's get these nether stars finished. Feeling a bit better today. Okay, first of all, drawers. Needing 5, and I can just connect it to this. Let me get my drawer key. I need to place them from the bottom. Let me try relogging. Something ain't right here. Alright, that's better. Okay. I think I'd want to connect it to the back one. Something like this. Let's extract on brown. I can get my slimy balls and put them in that. There's also other jars, but I actually need a sample before I can do any of that. Okay. So, how will I want to balance this? Don't need that anymore. Already got my starting null catalyst. Naturally, I want to make magma cream here. So I want a passive provider interface. How do you want to do the priority input though? Well, thanks DNexus Beast for the follow. Appreciate it. So I wanted to loop, and then only when the machine itself is full, I wanted to go into the other machine. Okay, so the only output is the null catalyst. So I think I'll do something along the lines of having the machine order output into a drawer next to it, and then have the have an end IO conduit, because I think I can do priorities on these, and have a priority sending it back into the assembler that made it, and a lower priority on the other one, so only put into that when the first assembler is full. I guess I might not even need the drawer. This pack has drawer downgrades, right? Yes. Can limit it to 1 stack. It would be nice to just have a backup. It's not expensive to make it from scratch, but if I have to do it often, it could be a problem. Technically, it's still nether star positive to do it this way, but it just costs essentially the price of having to restart the setup. It's naturally the time, like the failed automation, and then it's 16 cells minus for each time I have to restart it. salesman, this is going to be a problem. Even though I have the salesman directly, like I sold a drawer full and the balance shards. Like there's only like 2 drawers. It's not very many nether stars. As nice as it is that this is like automatic, it's not very fast. Pretty odd that the air shards are so far ahead of all the other shards. I think I stacked all my shards in here. It's kinda crazy since it should even out. Well, maybe not. Let me see. Balanced shard. That makes sense. Yeah. So suspecting the air shard drop rate is higher than everything else. Makes perfect sense then. What voltages do you need for this? Just go 2 HV for simplicity. Even though I could get away with a HV and an MV, but having 2 different voltage machines right next to each other with a transformer on the line is kind of dicey for me. I'd rather not have that if I can help it. Alright. Let's get HV. Give me 2 of those. Then I need for the magma cream as well. Any throughput I need to worry about? Yeah. Like then again, I'm just gonna make it HVs anyways, because then I can run it on the same line. Just thinking about how I'd go about like sorting the cabling, but I suppose this is gonna be below anyways. It doesn't have to look up to my standard. Kinda just generally running out of space in this room. Do still have this segment over here. Like it's gonna be like it's farther away and there's gonna be more cable loss. And like my idea with like building this is that it's supposed to be modular and copy pastable. So I would like to keep like a blank template for when I actually get the copy paste tool. So I'm thinking maybe my next expansion, which it looks like I will have to do, will be like extending another slice in each of the directions. Or perhaps maybe I could go to the other side over here. It's gonna be a lot of building though. Perhaps it'll be better if it's actually like on stream building. Because I wasn't even streaming at all when I built any of this. Suppose it could be a nice showcase of my building process, even though it's kind of just abusing the blueprint tool. Naturally, it'll take long enough, they'll end up with building on and off stream anyways. idea with streaming in general is just that I stream what I'm doing, so it makes sense in that sense. Okay, so I think I'd want what do I do this with, like the cabling? So 1 HV, once being used up, these need, you need half an amp, right? So do you need a full amp. So technically it could run off with 2 amps, but I'll just, might as well just give it a full transformer to play it safe. Which I could just stem off with this one. Run it down here. Where would I get my channel? I think I just run it over, which means I can place it just about anywhere. So I think I'd have it set up like that. And have the cables run down this side, have my little drawer set up down here, the magma cream is being made up here. Can also just output that into the drawer for the nether stars. And then I can run the cable, A2 cable above it. This is trunk loaded, right? Yes. I will need a transformer. Some cable. Probably don't have anything for storage downgrade. I can just craft it. Let me see if I have one though. No. Hello. Sunny Meow. How's it going? Then I don't need any other upgrades. But oak drawer, you need the downgrade, 1 stack. I lock both of you. Do this whole spiel. Then the nether star, or the null catalyst loop. Do a little, do it on white. It's close enough to white. Makes sense. And then set that to 10. You know, priority 1 should be sufficient. Insert there, and like 1 just in case it only registers if it actually has a priority. It should be that. Then once, let's get the interface over here. It's just a lot of filters. Let's get some more cable. Not really sure what to do with like the leftover ones here. I guess I can make them in this like amount. This will just manually make it add up, Because it's been bugging me here for a while, and it's not gonna go away on its own either. You are circuit 24. Are you accessible? Would be like here if it was. My wand is protesting, alright. But I'm about to disconnect. Just lag. Alright. Not that lag is good either, but still in this. Bit of a detour, but that's gonna be nice. At least for me. But hey, I'm the one playing the game. It feels pretty sensible to optimize the game for my best experience. Don't click that one. Nice. Let's disconnect this. Explosions are content, but I'd rather have my machines. I this. Oh, yeah, it's that one. Oh well. I honestly don't really care. EV, you are disconnected. So this is EV to HV. It's IV to EV. Going down. EV to HV. Just do my little double checks. Hate to see my base go up in flames after all. Remember to turn you back on. Because you are running on safe mode. So you do actually stop when power failed. Shouldn't it be allowed to run though? So you are... Oh, it just goes to disable machine permanently. Okay, that's how safe mode works. So now you should be back to running. Alright. It does make sense though. If it just went and did a normal power fail, it would like if the machine control cover was still set to just like enable when no redstone signal, it would just immediately enable again. For example, if you try to like turn it on and off, despite its automation, it just says no. But I think, honestly, I think that EEC might say no regardless. This thing doesn't really like being told to turn on and off. Like even if you disable the multi-block structure, it'll just resume its recipe. I guess it does care about literal power failing, makes sense. Didn't care about that, it would just be a free machine to run. I put in my seeding null catalyst. I need the magma cream. Well, first of all, the interface should just need to be a solid. I can move this guy over here. Then not my best work. Well, I just made a routine of naming it the silly thing I can think of. There's gonna be some hits and some misses. Should be all I need. And 3 filters. And then you also need to extract on brown. So you're going back into the network. This one. Let me bother thinking, I'm just gonna do the brute force method. Bing bong. Guess I didn't have time to break. You need Cellus Mundus. Maybe it just doesn't want. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Wonder what it's crafting. It's always exciting. Oh, it's crafting a nether star. Let's just put this back. Doesn't need to be here. Then null catalyst in there. And need a star in there. Then I got the same thing here. But I already have it, so it's kind of irrelevant at this point. Should be everything. See if my priority input works. Oh, and you need null catalyst, and you need null catalyst. Naturally. Oh, and you need to extract on whites. At this point, just put it all on white. Oh, it's a mixer. I am stupid. Alright, let's fix that. Me and my silly. At least that one's assembler. I read something right at least. Didn't even have to craft the assembler either, I already had one. I do have to craft the mixer. Well, machines are pretty much free HV too. At least it didn't explode. It's always something. Gotta take my wins where I can get them. HV. HV. And I also need the item order output as well. Go in the first slot, so I want you to be in the first slot. And you go circuit 4. Now let's create the speed on you a little bit. Nice. Works excellently. I don't know what the hell that is. Do you have a no quest? Seemingly, it's like if you charge it, which you should be able to do during a blood moon, it should work like a totem. That's interesting. You need item order output. Nether stars. Yippee. Now I need a storage bus. Really wasn't much left. I probably could have pushed through last stream, but oh well. What do you do about that now? I think it's the autoclave slowing here. Still machine up here. Yeah, it's pretty slow. I don't think it needs all of that though. Yeah, it doesn't. It's definitely crafting in bulk. Automated nether stars. Very nice. Could be faster. Kinda doesn't need to be. Maybe like abusing the fact that it's on a server a bit much on this one, but I can always just do parallelization of this. down here a few more times just to empty garbage this thing produces. At least the cycle's pretty fast. Already got the rarest drop, that being the Charm of Keeping. 15 is the rarest. Yeah. We'll take the D-Not, the Red Heart's a rarer. It's not like I have to wait for it to actually get the drop. I can just do a little cheat, go over here and just grab the stuff. Then I need some voids. Nice. It'll be quite a while before the voids are actually gonna get used, but it's just gonna stop the system from breaking. Like even with a base this big, rummaging through your entire base to find like what's clogged is really annoying, so having everything work from the start is genuinely very preferable. I'm getting like 1 nether star a minute now. Even without like the fact that it's gonna be running offline, there should be plenty for now. Naturally it's gonna completely halt once my backlog of Cells Mundus runs out. That's the real slow production. I feel like it should make do for a while. We'll get better sources of nether stars eventually. Not the ores, but something like electric implosion compressor. Oh, rude. I didn't even want to raid his friend. It's crazy. Alright. Nether stars are done. I'm getting pretty close to the time where I feel like I'm ready for the absolute mountain that is dealing with bees, but rather dedicate a stream to it. If I can. Let me see if there's something I can do. What even is my checklist? Good question. Like, what's it even called? Yeah, clipboard. Go gadget T search. It's not that it's expensive at all. I would just like to, you know, have the one with my actual like, task on it. Yeah. Like I'm T-searching it, or should be searching all the chests in the vicinity where it is not, and it's not in my storage. I guess it could still be in one of my mini storages. Very nice. You are done. That's some very big tasks. I'd rather do that after maybe. Guess also put a big what's it called? Let's see. So it's the I forget I think it's Sumerian rods. It's called LUV motor, Sumerian rod, and polarizer. Because this needs IV, so I'd rather just make the multi big filler art smeller. So yeah, big polarizer. My spelling is immaculate and you cannot say otherwise. Guess I could make the Bartra. I've kind of been postponing that for a while. I could do some research on power, or I could actually deal with warp. I want to put a bit more thought into my warp cleansing, because I get a bit of a freebie from the quests here. I can just like trade for one pure tier. While it costs the exact same amount of actual resources, the issue lies in the ichor. It's not the recipe. What even is like the path for this? Like it's gotta be somewhere down this line. Let me just search for it. The issue is the ichor. Doesn't look very expensive, and then you look at the research. Yummy research. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. The point of the quest is letting you skip this part. It's the reason why I have the like my bookmarks. I have the pure tier right next to the research completer. Because I kind of want to use my freebie pure tier to help me do whatever I need for the research completer, so I can actually get a proper source of this. Yeah, I guess you make the. This requires icorium. You get your first icorium ingot. Those. That is. Like, still not expensive. It's just a research. And oh boy, is it a lot of research. A lot of which gets warp as well. So much research, it might like genuinely be all of the research. At least like the Stormcraft categories. There's a lot of categories in here, but like a lot of them is also like add-on mods. Like Britannia, Atomic Bases, Electromagnetic Tools, Observation, Atomic Boots. I'm just naming the ones that I know. Probably like most of these are just like extra stuff added, like this the bees, general New Horizon stuff. The teams, you just need like the first 5 categories fully completed, of which I haven't done many. There's a good amount of the stinky ones in here. Stinky meaning warp. Warp is up in the 70s right now as well, so I'd rather not push it too much. So I think probably the plan is do whatever I need to make the research completer, because it's a bit of a jank multi-block, a bit of a non-standard multi-block I should say, but knowing Stormcraft is going to be jank as well. So make research completer, get like a good view of the researchers, clear my warp with the freebie pure tail, and then like do the researchers, get the extra warp, and then clear my warp again. Would probably be the plan. I don't think I want to do that right now. Let's see. Vajra. What do you have in store for me? This one is just locked behind the plat line, so it should be able to make it. Looks like the annoying part of it is superconductor wire. Other stuff looks pretty simple. Doesn't have any quirks. It actually has a thing for not like boring a tunnel through your entire base. I did not know that, and I really want it now. It's just gonna be like insta-mine. If you click for slightly too long, you just drill a hole through every eligible block. If it can actually just like pipettes, well not pipette, like maybe that works, but just slowly mine one block at a time with the added option of insta mining, even though I'm not gonna be using it for mining, because hammer is still gonna be better, especially if I can get it to insta mine. It's gonna be so juicy. Anyways, let's see how much of this I have. That will be worth it to just set up a pattern for this entire thing. Probably not. Like this, for something like this, I know I'm only gonna be making it once. Then again, like making a pattern is just easier than having to go make every individual thing. First of all, let's see how much I have. Pretty much nothing. It's also taking tools. I don't think. I have a feeling that auto crafting is not gonna like the inclusion of tools very much, anyways. And besides, I could just like do the control click request everything. So I think I just set up everything one by one. So let's do that. Crazy, I don't know if it electron plates. But I guess it's that simple as that I've never needed it. Superconductor. I have everything except for the last step. I don't have a reason to not have the step. Okay. Guess I just like didn't want it at the time or something. It's 9. I even have all the other ones, I just don't have that. Wait, why is it set to be a substitution? Did I change something? It's probably because like the difference between making the patterns in here and not making them in here. Let me just I think it matters with the substitutions. And it's on and off. It's only for some specific recipes where it matters. It typically just breaks. I guess I can't say that. I'm not even completely sure what exactly the substitution is. It hasn't really been important. I haven't been forced to learn it. Like, care about the specifics. All I care about is if a recipe can like substitute itself a substitution. Stuff like making a chest, being able to take a bajillion different kinds of woods when you wanted to take one type. So generally I just have it off. Shouldn't I have just made a recipe for that? Conductor IV wire. Recipe for that. No. I guess. Oh wait, it's because that's a crafting terminal. That does make sense. Let me also just mark that. We'll craft it all at the same time. Be a bit more satisfying that way, I think. So, lens, magnetic neodymium plate. Of course, why didn't I think of that? Do you even have a... What voltage is my polarizer? I think it should be HP. Yes. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. I'm back. Honestly, I think I'll just make this manually. It just seems like a pain. So then need to then select from. Start requesting all of this. Lens. Pretty simple. Just use my fancy lathe. Nice, very fast. And the Labotronic Energy Orb, which I can just request. That's about it. It's just a waiting game now. I guess this game in general is the waiting game. At least with the efficiency I play it. Waiting on EBF. Can go back to my neodymium. Electrum. These both need to be dense. Circuit 9 here. Very nice, very fast. Those are gonna take a while. Still faster though. Maybe it's just the same. That's close enough. Anything to gain of seriously comparing it is just gonna take a while either way. Used often enough to deserve a slot. Looks like I'll need to eventually anyways. Like, what even is just all of the plates? 500 plates. Hell. Just gonna stick to my simple gaming for now. It's like literally never gonna be used again. Unless I lose this thing somehow. I suspect I'll be able to avoid that. At least I hope so. It is the entire reason I try to be careful. A lot of balls. That's actually like going up plenty fast enough. Just happy that I managed to pull off the balancing system so easily. The thing is, still have just a trauma from this monster for setup. All of this just to have a priority input, but with fluids, because they don't have those priorities with the NIO cables. broken again. Aye, aye, aye. So... I think you just set to use the top before the bottom one. So top one, bigger number means, I think, put in first, pull out last. Well, let's just start from the top. Let's get polyben to the missile. Let me see if I can wrap up the Vatra project first. No, it's still gonna take a bit. Multitasking, yes. Phenol, I saw delayed. You're only meant to have 8, so it's you that's broken. Not anywhere. Only I have. Naturally, why wouldn't I have that? The one that's broken, then I have nitrochlorobenzene. Do I have enough though? No. That's where the fault is. You've stopped. Chlorobenzene's over there. Nitration mixture I'm out of. Should be in this one. Seems I'm out of nitric acid. I do have nitric acid. So it's just not going where it's supposed to go. So you're extracting on red. Annoying angle. Need the floor anyways. You're inserting on blue for some reason. Is that literally it? Okay. So why was that like not at? You know what? Stop thinking about whatever. This works now. At least it works slightly more. Works momentarily. That's all I can really say. Might just break again almost immediately. Now it's gonna go fill up its giant nitration mixture buffer. I think it's only like part of a quad. Still is gonna take a bit. Oh, it's full. Never mind. I guess most of the buffers in here. Still, I did notice a discrepancy with this setup. I think it's taking for the bottom first. Bottom being, get this again. It's annoying. And just like check, yes. You are coming from orange. Now where is orange? Yeah, orange is the multi-block produce stuff, so yeah, I would want it flipped. You go minus 100, plus 100. Which means now it should take from this one first, right? Yes. Beautiful. Can't believe there was this much wrong with the setup. It's also very EP when I was making this. I have everything here. Just need to like request all the bits and bobs. It's not like they'll take long though. Go in here. Then I do my crafting. Any quests I have to worry about? Let me see if there's any prerequisites. Should be an IV tab. No, alright, craft away. Bam. And bam. And bam. Very nice. Not bad at all. Hehe. Get auto charged. So this should just be just the mining. If I right click, it's instant mining but slower. Does need quite a bit of power though, so I can't really do a full test on it right now. Naturally, if I actually put it in an IV power socket, it'll go faster. Maybe just double check so my base doesn't explode. IV. Doesn't make sense to fully recharge it now though. Enough to test it. Because like it will get automatically charged. It's probably about time to upgrade that though. I only have one LV amp charging my stuff. Should I line myself up a bit better? It doesn't mine out the entire thing, but I'm also moving pretty fast. Maybe test with an my actual normal pickaxe. Okay, it's going just as fast. Which means that it's not the Roger's fault. No, it's if I right click, slows down the mining speed a lot. Still just needs one tap though. That should apply to everything. This is the infinite mining speed filler. Yippee! Sure hope I don't break my entire base with this. Not run around holding it. So I'm guessing I can open machines with it, but if I misclick and hit the block right next to it, it'll explode. Alright. So both of these should be going now. Should be making Benzidimazole. I want to get a confirm though. This is second to last step. Second to last step before I see the actual Benzidimazole step. So technically third to last. Take its sweet time doing literally everything else first though. Well, in any case, it should be working. At least I don't need to sit here. At least I don't need to sit here on stream. This should be the last step. Should have everything available to do the craft now. Still, it's gonna be doing that for a while. Alright, I should do my repair. Kind of cheesing the system here. So, well, I feel like you are meant to be able to run it like this. I think I'm just avoiding a bug here. Because I did, my first time using this thing, notice that even if the machine like isn't running, power switch turned off, no recipe running inside of it, it will still like wear down the drone inside. So like I'm just doing this to get a refund on my drone and taking out the machine. Back to ammonia? What the hell, man? It's gonna take forever. Just make the recipe. I'm not waiting for this. If it works, I won't notice it. If it doesn't work, well, I'll run out play Benzidimizoles at some point. Anyways, it is time to end the stream now. Done for today. Not streaming for particularly long at the moment, but that's fine. Once I get a bit more passion for streaming again, I'm sure the amount of time will go up. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Have a good day. All that stuff. Probably just raid. Well, I'm feeling a bit more spicy today. Let's see if there's other candidates. Like Russians, or that sounded kind of racist. Whatever the equivalent word is. I just mean someone that speaks English. What I meant to say. But then again, it is a bit silly rating just with one viewer. They'll just... I know. Not someone I've actually rated before. It's funny they just got rated. Let's double stack this. It'd be funny. Yeah, I'll just raid Campcraft again. And do the guy somewhat. I've rated him before, he's rated me with mutual respect or something. I don't really know where that would put us. It's like a relationship. Oh well. Enjoy yourselves over at Campcraft. See you later. Take care.